Cool. Are we live? Yes, we are. So just get ready. Everything's buzzing. What I like. Did I get? I got my hair. Absolutely. Cool. One thing at a time. Hair is up. And we go. Right. That's my not dating. Lost my widget. Here it is. Hello, Phoenix. Welcome. Right. Okay. My hair is gone really weird. How are we today? Oh my god. We've got wardrobe malfunctions. Anywho, we are going to try this crab business. I don't even know how much is in there. That'll do. What else is going in here? We're also going to do the arancini. Maybe we do the arancini first. Yeah, let's do arancini first, and then we do the crab. We're gonna have a lot of this shoulder situation. I hope we're all right. I'm good. Just been very. No, but then I look naked. I'm just struggling with this cardigan. Just tie it together. Okay. We're just gonna have a lot of, scandalous moments today. That's fine. I'm sure I've dressed worse. Arancini, therefore, Honey Station. I did not make it well. I don't know. I feel exposed, if I've got like an apron on and I've not got sleeves. La 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 la. Where is the bowl? Now I keep the bowl for the crab. That can be crab, and then need a flour. Where's my flour? Oh, don't tell me I've run out of flour. Oh no, we've got a little bit of flour. Okay, just enough for panicking, to be honest. And egg. Gonna need a few of those. We'll just start with one for now. And then we go. Okay, we'll put the crab away for a bit. You're gonna come back later. Let's do these guys. Oh, that's gonna contain the arancini when they're done. One for the panko, one for the flour. And I'm not going to have enough room on this, to be honest. And we'll just do a little container for the egg then, shall we? Do I not have any containers that would be a good egg size container? Apparently not. Maybe this. Appropriately egg sized. Yes, I did see that dress, and yes, I agree. That is very, very much the definition of basically naked. You are not wrong. I am going to be intelligent. I'm going to go grab a towel to put under my bench because I can already foresee. Stuff going everywhere. Where are all my? Oh, it needs to go in the wash anyway. Just gonna shove a little bit of protection on my bench. Ooh, bold of me doing it while everything is still on the bench. Just gonna shove a towel on here. We have protection. Right. Okay. This is taking up a lot of room. Maybe I go. You know what, I'm gonna pull up a chair. Maybe this is gonna go behind. Finished balls going behind, and we're gonna do yes. This will have to do. Go. Go. I'm gonna make little like. I'm not gonna make like proper balls. I'm not making spheres of arancini. I'm gonna make little like pucks of arancini because I feel like if I make pucks, it will be a little bit less oil required to fry them. Because if at all possible, I want to use as little oil for deep frying as humanly possible so that I don't have to deal with so much frying oil. For a little bit. I'll always add more. Wait. What was that? There's no casual really good look. Yeah. That is true. So if having come to Japan, I feel like a lot more exposed, even when I dress fairly what I would consider normal. It's like, like back in the UK, it's fine to, walk around in, shorts and a sports bra or, leggings. Leggings is a big one. I can't really walk around in leggings, which is very sad. Can't really wear leggings on their own in Japan, out and about. I can wear it at the gym, but leggings are a no-go. So kind of like my idea of exposedness has definitely changed. Got a little bit of eggy mixture. Behind me. And good amount. Let's just hang out behind us because we're going to inevitably need more of that. Right. What is the game plan here? I roll all the balls first and then panning them all. Yeah, probably a wise idea. In which case, I need more surfaces. This is why we don't do panning stations. We will never have enough room for anything. Okay, so we will. Okay, we're gonna unpanning the station. We're gonna roll out all of our pucks, and then we will make. I was contemplating putting crab in here and stuff, but I think I want to use all of the crab the pasties, the crab cakes, because there's about 250 grams of crab meat, and that I want to put all into my patties. So this is just going to be plain ass arancini, which is not a bad thing. We don't mind plain arancini. We're gonna go maybe eight arancinis, arancinos, arancinettes. I don't even know what the plural of arancini is. Yes, exactly. You know what? I'm gonna wet my hands. I feel like wetting hands. I feel like it's gonna stick to the board, isn't it? Let's cling film our cutting board. I just had a thought of like just all of the things sticking to everything. I did not do a good. I just flipped up or flipped down. Flip down. Cling film, please. Please just cooperate. Right. We have cling filmed our icy. There we go. We good? We good? Yes. Okay. Maybe I just go. Oh, it's a lot stickier than a lot wetter than I had imagined actually. Maybe I go straight in. Maybe none of this waiting business. Maybe I go straight into the flour. Oh, this is like a lot runnier than I'd like it to be actually. You know what? I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna give this a little mixture because I think there's like wet bits at the bottom and dry bits at the top. I'm just gonna give this a little stir through because I just want to redistribute the moisture in this. The top is significantly drier than the bottom. So I was misled. Maybe I also double panning this as well. Like not quite double, but like double flour and egg. Because this seems wetter than I thought this would be. Released a bit of moisture. Okay, take two. Did Mim say anything to you about Hightail tonight? Yes, but he's back late today. He's back later than usual, so he's gonna be an hour and a half from now, at least. This is wet. I am very concerned. I do not trust this to stay. Sorry, I'm just watching it to see if it's gonna keep its form. Maybe? I'm slightly concerned about the wetness of this. Hi, Whistle. Welcome. I am actually quite concerned about the wetness of this arancini consistency. It's still not giving. It's not giving. I'ma stay intact. Do I give them a little freeze? Do I give them a little like? I'm gonna just set it down. Just see how it settles. Because if it's gonna just completely stop all over the place, we might have to change plans on how we deal with this. Hi Wizzle. My day has been good. It's been very slow. I don't know. I'm just like not been feeling 100%. I feel like it's like winter blues or whatever. This is definitely giving slop and not a very good arancini batter. This is a lot wetter than I would like this to be at this point. I may have to like par freeze the batter so that it stays in batter form while we pane and crumb things, because I'm not fully trusting the viscosity of this situation. It's very cold though. What's in it? So this is yesterday's risotto. We are repurposing it into arancini, which is basically deep fried risotto balls. But it's a lot wetter than I'd like it to be, apparently. Usually, like, this would settle quite, like, firm, like, once you've, like, fridged it overnight and stuff. But this is not giving firm. It's definitely giving creamy still. So I am kind of dubious of how it's going to pan out. So I might just, yeah, because it's still moving as I placed it. So what I'm going to do is going to shape enough, as many as would fit on the board. I'm going to give them a quick shove in the freezer while I do other things, maybe. And then you're already in bed. Nice. You're back to work tomorrow, aren't you? I think you said. So gotta get back into the rhythm. Yeah, this is definitely giving too wet for arancini vibes. So I'm definitely going to pop those in the freezer. Oh, the water is so warm after in the cold arancini. Oh. My fingers are revived. Right. Let's make some room in this freezer. I don't know how, because it's always full to the brim with God knows what. I just need enough room to get a chocolate. No question of shove. This is just going to go straight in. I don't want to tilt it. That's going to make it. That's going to make it run. Maybe this way? Yes. Right. That's in the freezer for a moment. It's probably like one more patty's worth, but that's just going to have to go in after because there was really not enough room on there. Hello, Parker. Welcome. We are going to make a game now. I can always sleep before she even ends. I mean, you'll get the roster tomorrow. That starts on Saturday. I see. We are making arancini patties, and then we're going to make Krabby Patties separately. I have decided. The arancini insides the risotto isn't quite as firm as I'd like it to be. Sorry, I've got hiccups now. Yeah, isn't as firm as I'd like it to be. So I've just shoved them in the freezer just so I don't feel dangerous handling them because they were just kind of flopping about everywhere. So we are going to make crab cakes in the meantime. So yeah, we're gonna just literally also wing crab cakes, loosely follow some semblance of a recipe, but also very much winging until it tastes right, basically. So we are going in with 1 egg and some breadcrumbs and some seasonings, and I'm doing half this recipe, and this recipe calls for 1 egg. Maybe I just steal half of this egg. Honeying egg. Oh god, don't roll around, please. I will warn everybody in advance. It's going to be a lot of shoulder exposure today. My cardigan is not wanting to stay up. So going in with half an egg's worth of egg. It's about right. And then half cup of breadcrumbs, therefore a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. We have very much. There is, that's a big cup. Need a smaller cup. A Japanese cup. As long as everything else follows a similar enough ratio, right? 1/4 cup. Very much. 1/8 cup of mayo. We do not have. Oh, I've run out of mayo. I think I have another bag ready to go. Oh, you're probably going to end up on the floor. As long as it doesn't end up on your face, you're going to be fine. Right, we're going to use literally the last of this mayo and then some. I do a lot of swinging around the mayo. This is how I end up with mayo all over my flat. So close. Anything past 6 is a win. My goodness, good on you. It's almost 8. To be fair, this might actually be a good amount of mayo if I can get the rest of this out. So then we can just start a fresh time with a new pot of mayo. My goodness, right. Oh, that'll do. Good enough. Maybe you can manage me a little bit more. Here we go. Oh, age old. I mean, yeah, you've done your days waking hours. Waking up at 4. Mayo. Old Bay spice. I don't have that. We're gonna go with Asian because that's a spice mix I have. We're going in a teaspoon of that. I don't even know what Old Bay spice is. What is Old Bay? I feel like I've seen it on the internet a lot. But I don't actually know what's in it. And we want some lemon juice. I've just got this squeezed from earlier today. So yep. Just double checking how much whether it was a teaspoon or a tablespoon. And I'm gonna skip the onion powder, don't have any. Black pepper. Black pepper. Watch on tomorrow? Well, every day's a day off for me. Well, I suppose day off streaming. Not a lot to be fair. We just have dance in the evening. So if I need a night off, I tend to try and make it on the dance day so it doesn't feel like I'm rushing to get things done. Okay. Just gonna mix this all up. Oh, also wants 3 teaspoons of butter, which I don't currently have any of. So we're just gonna go in with a bit of oil. Right. So we have our little like spicy mush situation. And then we are gonna go in with our crab. Look at this crab. Isn't this the most like realistic looking imitation crab you ever did see? I mean, it was super fancy. It was like twice the price of the other imitation crab. So I'm so excited. I might try some. I might try some on its own. This is fine to eat as is. Are you fine to eat as is? I think so. I'm going to say yes. Um, oh, I don't know what you're saying yes to, Phoenix. Yeah. Then I never made it. Right. Yes, they're looking like real crabby. It's really fancy looking. I'm quite excited. I'm gonna try. It's so like it smells a lot like crab, you know. Wow. If somebody just blindfolded me and like just made me smell this, I would 100% say it's crab. 100% say it's crab. Oh, this is good paneing container actually. Like, hold on to that. It's like bold letters on the front saying like does not contain crab. I want to like just give a little show of how shreddy it is. I'm just gonna try some. You know what? Oh my god. I don't need to buy crab if this exists. This is imitation crab, yes. It's the fancy stuff. This is like the super fancy imitation crab. So it's like I think it was like twice the price of regular, like, you know, stick, you know, the classic, the ones that look square. But it's obviously like still like way, way cheaper than real crab. You know what? Phoenix, you're bang on. It almost does. Like it's like, because you know, sometimes crab can be quite like watery, depending on how it was cooked and like how well, you know, how fresh the crab is. Because like, you know, if you like steam crab properly, then it's not too watery. But sometimes if you like boiled crab, and it's not been like, demoistured properly, it does taste quite watery. And if the water wasn't salty enough and whatever. But this like is crab through and through. This was on special. They don't usually sell this. This was in like the middle bit of the supermarket where they have all the extra like fun stuff. So this was like quite a nice find because my shop usually only sells the um normal like stick stuff. Usually for imitation crab. But then I literally picked up the sticks and then I like walked a bit further and it was like in this stuff was in the middle fridge and I was like, well, that's clearly meant to be because I've never seen this before. And I was like, I gotta try it. Lobster rolls for Super Bowl? Yeah, that sounds so American. I was like, no, it's an American sounding sentence. If I ever did see lobster rolls for the Super Bowl. Sounds so good. I'm kind of keep wanting to pick at this because it's so good. Yum. I'm so impressed. Wow. Such food science. Like, honestly, imitation taste is good. Why would you even need to splurge God knows how much for the real stuff? I mean, the real stuff is very, very good. Like, I do not deny good crab is very good. But yeah, this makes it like so much easier to have like crab dishes on the regular. Because this was still like even I say it was like twice the price of regular um um imitation crab, but it was still like I'm gonna say like 300 yen, 400 yen for the whole pack. And this is 250 grams of crab meat, quote unquote crab. So like that's really not bad. Considering it's like fancy imitation crab that tastes exactly like crab, that's pretty good going. And that the cheaper stuff is half that price. So no, can't beat that in terms of price. But for what we want to do, I feel like Krabby Patty is meant to be like nondescript vegan meat, but you know what? I think imitation crab still fits that bill of like you think it's crab, but it's not. I'm getting a good amount out of this. I knew exactly how much I had, but like once it's shredded, it looks like a lot more. Starting to wonder if there's enough binding in here. It feels a lot. Um, like a lot more stuff than there is stuff to bind it. Right. Mushrooms. Right. So we have our little mountain of imitation crab and all of our spices and binding are underneath. So I'm just gonna mix this all together. I really don't think there's enough binding in here. I might just add the rest of this egg. You sure there's nothing else going in here? You did a bit of Googling. Yes. Do tell. What have you found on your on your escapades? To troubleshoot my arancini. Yes. We love a we love a troubleshoot. There's definitely not enough binding for this crab. 100%. We're definitely gonna add a bit more. I'm gonna add the rest of this egg actually. I'm so confused. There's the notes section for imitation crab. Okay, so it reckoned I should have chopped up the crab, but I'm gonna keep mine stringy because I want the texture in my when I bite into it. I don't want it to be like shreddy. I don't want to get it in my hand. Like little lumps of the binding. I go in with a glove. I don't know. After touching all of that arancini and risotto inside, I'm just like, I'm done with touching the food. Right. I'm gonna mix the rest by hand just to see if I can get a better distribution of the binding. I'm just getting little clumps of the binding, so I'm just trying to like distribute it through. I probably didn't help myself by like not cutting the crab smaller. I kept it in the long shreds just because I want the bite of the crab rather than it being like all chopped up, you know. The recipe called for it to be chopped up, but I was like, no. I make the executive decision to ignore the instructions. Now we're actually sticking together there, which is good. It's so weird. Like, I am. Oh, hello. Ah, I see. I see. Oh no, I've lost the message. Mm, that would make sense actually. I would have thought like surely the starches would do enough of a binding job. But I add a packet of gelatin into the and just thaw out all of the risotto, add a packet of gelatin. Is that what we're concluding? Or add a bit of extra like cornstarch or something. I feel like once it's like been battered and cooked. Oh, I definitely didn't use enough. Um, right, we have well combined crab, and we are probably just gonna go straight in the pan with these. We're gonna make 4 patties. So we're gonna just roughly divide and conquer, and then just drop them straight into the pan to fry them off. We've only got 4 burger buns, so there's no point making more than that. I'm just gonna roughly break these guys up into appropriate segments. You seem a bit smaller. Extra to you. Nice. Okay. We have 4 little piles of crab. Do I just go? I feel like I owe my arancini some time. So we're gonna pull them out the freezer and see if they've survived. Oh, We are firmer. We are firmer for sure. Okay. Moment of truth. It's not gonna hold. I don't think. Unless literally unless I go like pane and then go straight into the oil. That's not gonna hold. Maybe that is what I do. There's some ballsy moves though. I stole the egg for my crab cakes, so I need to make some more egg mixture. You see, the longer they hang out here, the more they're just going to defrost again anyway. Decisions. Right. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is try and make a little station. So we're kind of going straight into the oil post pane. We're going to literally just go douche, douche, douche straight into our frying oil, which means we're going to only make one at a time, maybe two at a stretch. I also don't have like that. Oh, why am I doing it in this pot? Okay, we're doing it in this pot. We're going to be shallow frying, very shallow frying. Probably should have used. Definitely need a smaller pot. Maybe I need to transfer. I did not think I needed something with a smaller bottom. Yeah, that's not enough oil to do any level of frying. Sad face. Making more washing up myself. Right. Let's stick you in there. Hold you there for a second. I don't think I have enough oil in general to be doing any level of deep frying, to be honest. Can the arancini be baked? Is that a bad idea? Sounds like a bad idea. Right, we're going to cook our crab cakes in here so we don't waste the oil in there. However, I'm just not feeling like the amount of oil I do have is going to be enough oil to deep fry. Actually, it works. It works what? Which bit? You got anything to go with the crab cakes? Yes, we are turning them into a burger. So the inspiration is Krabby Patties. So we've got just a bit of baking arancini. I've got a little like spray bottle that I could do spray oil on the arancini, because right now I have like very little faith in these holding up in hot oil. So I may just pivot and do a baked arancini kind of a situation. Just to anything to not have to deal with hot oil, to be honest. I am not confident in frying, especially not in this kitchen. So many things can go wrong so quickly. And I just don't have like big equipment. Like, all of my pots and pans are like weirdly sized. So we're gonna do that. Crab cakes. I did wonder what Old Bay was. I have shoved in some Cajun seasoning instead because I was like, same but different. So I'm just gonna spray down the inside of this tin with some oil, and then we're gonna. You know what? If I play my cards right, I might be able to mix the spices as long as it goes sleeveless. Oh no. I've heard lots of good things about it though. Yes, this is literally just regular oil in a spray bottle, and it's not great because like when I want to like spray, the 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 tubey bit is the wrong side, so I have to like tip up my whatever utensil I want to spray upwards, or else it won't spray. So plan B is commencing. We are baking our arancini because I have no faith in just anything right now. I don't even have enough room for a panning station up here. Watch me chuck an entire panning station on the floor today. Okay. Please fit. Fitting is a strong word. 18 herbs and spices. Ooh, we love a trade secret, don't we? People love a trade secret. Right. We are going to utilize our tools and hopefully our brain cells in order to make this happen. Probably should have wet. You know what? Let's wet my hands. I feel like wet hands and panning station don't go well, but I cannot pick these up without them going everywhere otherwise. Maybe I just have to wash my hands. Oh. Do Japanese grocery stores have online ordering with curbside pickup? Quick answer to that is no. They do. There's specific like online supermarkets that you can order from, and they will deliver your goods to you. But not every supermarket will do that. I'm already making an absolute mess. To be fair, actually, I say that there are some supermarkets in which you can order and they will deliver like to your house. Like there's a very big actually yeah. There's a chain called Eon which does exactly that. Okay. I've already kind of messed up. Like I have a wet hand and I have a very not firm arancini. I might have to split this in half in order for me to be able to pick this up. Okay, the arancinis are downsizing. Oh god, we are doing great, guys. The panning station is not going well. Oh no. Oh no. Yep, it is. It is. It is. Yep. So we are back on arancini. This arancini is not even like staying together. It's not even friends with itself. Why you're so sticky and yet you don't want to stick to yourself. I have many regrets. I'm not going to be able to pick this back up if I put it in the egg. Oh no. Should I have done a batter? Maybe I should do a batter for my egg mix because this is not coming back out if I put it in. Oh, this is disastrous. Eh. See, what even is dry hand, wet hand method? This is just chaos method. This is definitely not the way. We are at a loss for words. This is absolute chaos occurring right now. Okay, considering how badly these are going, I think I might have to give up on arancini, if not freeze these for a lot longer. This is the first time you see me fail. Well, I deliberately don't do these things for a reason because I know I'll be awful at them. But now I have to wash my hands every single time. Wow. I have unduly added so much effort to this dish. Yeah, maybe. Well, these are the risotto. This is the risotto from yesterday. We are making baked arancini right now. The crab cakes, I have a feeling they're going to be fine because they're going to be pan fried, and I'm just going to shove it straight into the pan. However, I cannot say the same for these arancini. Maybe the arancini are going to have to meet a similar fate to the crab cakes. Maybe I do like a pan fried, twice baked arancini. I don't even know. Right. Goodbye. Arancini is risotto that's been panade. Sorry, I suggested it. No, the risotto to arancini arc is just so obvious. I would have ended up there too. And the thing is, I've made arancini before. Like, I think it's just I'm just thrown by the fact that this is not as firm as I'm used to having my risotto end up. Probably because I always make it with chicken. I always make, do it properly with my own chicken stock and stuff. So I've just been spoilt by my own previous experiences. Yeah, no, this is not staying together. Like, having an absolute mess. Oh. So with that, I think I may pivot yet again from whatever this is happening. Whatever that's happening here, I don't think it's going to be very successful. So I'm going to pane these guys because we've already, got flour and egg and all that on them. And these will go into the grill to bake. And then the rest, I'm going to find something else to do with them because I have zero faith in this actually successfully materializing. cheese. I can't even pick this up. It's so soft. Like, it is not giving Arancini at all. It's giving soft turd. I should not call my food turds, but that's what it's giving. So we are going to bake these off as is. 2 have made it into the pan. So we'll bake those off. The rest, I will have to think about. Is there a different way of utilizing leftover risotto? Preferably heavily fondled risotto. Is there a way we can save that? I might have a quick Google. I feel like you can like straight up pan fry. Honestly, why does this happen? This is so annoying. The spout bends a different way to the direction of spraying, and the tube is in the opposite way. So if you tilt it, it doesn't spray. Okay. Right, we have sprayed our thing, whatever these are. Right, these are going in. I can't even see. Hold up, maybe this way. Can you see? They are sliding. Well, trust that they don't look fabulous, but they're going. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna heat this up. Let's heat our grill up. Right. Let's Google. Leftover risotto, not arancini. I don't want arancini. Risotto cakes? Okay. Okay, I'm listening. Pan fried treats? Yes. Yes. What do I need to do? Basically just doing crab cakes times 2. Similar to arancini rice balls, but are flattened and no cheese in the middle. Okay. Do I need to pane though? I don't want a pane. Oh, it's gonna make me pane, isn't it? Are you gonna make me pane? Mix ingredients. On patties. Oh, okay. Okay, let's do that. Right. We are pivoting. We are basically making the crab cakes again, but with risotto. We are going to you do want me to pane them. Are you basically the same thing? Are you basically telling me risotto, egg, parsley, breadcrumbs? I don't want a pane though. Anything else? No pane. My tablet just died. Wow. Who didn't charge the tablet? Me. Okay, that's going to just have to sit in charge for a bit. Well, these are just going to go back into the bowl from which they came, just for the time being, while I sort my shit out. Because they're not becoming anything in their current state. They need more work. So I have heavily fondled them, but they are just going to go back into our bowl. Good thing I didn't do any more. So we are back to square one on the risotto. However, I will find a way. I think I just need a little patience. What I think, you know what, in Japan, we have a thing called well, it's called yaki onigiri, and it's grilled rice balls. So you take your rice ball, which is already, you know, fully fledged and its own food, but then you grill it again to like burn, like crisp the outside. I feel like you could just cook the risotto. Why wouldn't that work? Probably a myriad of reasons. However, we're gonna go in with our thingies and give it 10 minutes. We'll check back. Right, let's see butter Rice Krispies. that is a far better idea. Right. There's also leftover without panning. Leftover risotto al salto, crispy rice pancake. Or you know what, this might be it. Skillet with slope sides. Okay, I can procure one of those. It's literally just cook risotto in a pan, in a massive pancake. Okay. Okay. I'm going to save that for lunch. Because if I do that now, then it won't be nice and hot and delicious. So this is going back in the fridge. We are going to let tomorrow me just deal with that. And then I will post in the Discord how that pans out. Oh, I'm too funny. Please help me. Right. So we have many pots with much oil in them. However, due to my stubbornness, I am going to I really should be doing the crab cakes in a frying pan and not in this massive thing. However. Let's just tip that over here because I now have oiled not one, not two, but 3 pans for tonight. I'm going to have a great time washing up. I'm going to put away all of my powders and potions before I throw them on the floor. And then we shall resume with the actual dinner. That is crab cakes into burgers. I will deal to this another time. Right. We actually don't have a lot to do apart from put crab cake and then assemble into burger. So let's do our insides. We've got slicey cheese. Oh, did I see you're going to head out? Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you next time. We have our burger accoutrement ready. So, buns, giant tomato, which I was very, very happy to find. They're basically the same size as the burger bun. So we're going to have that beautiful slice of tomato. Going to do some pickles because I love pickle in a burger. And we've got like perfect lettuce. So all we really need to do is cut the tomato and pickle. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to also salt the tomatoes so that they are lovely and delicious. Remind me to wash the tea towel. Could use an egg where you're going to use the pan as a fried egg on the Krabby Patty burger. Ooh, yes. Well, the egg is already mixed, so it won't be a nice fried egg, but it could just be egg. I might have egg on mine, to be fair. So, room. I also managed to find some sliced cheese slices. Sliced cheese slices. Oh yeah, I won't be wasting the food. I will be eating it. I will find a different way. Look at this, beautiful. Rest be assured, I will be making sure that everything gets used. So, we need to cut 4 slices out of this. Voila. These are some beefy tomatoes. Two. 3. To be fair, I could just mix them into the mix it back into the crab cake mixture because it's basically all the same ingredients. It just means that it'll be a bit more well bound. And to be fair, they are currently looking quite flaky because of me neglecting to. I'm just gonna eat this as is, and because I neglected to shred the crab as per instructions, it's quite not put together. I might add the pane stuff into the crab cakes. Nice. Beautiful. Definitely needs a bit of salt. Yeah. Apparently, the crab cakes don't really stick very well together. So I'll probably add that into a bit of the rest of the egg and the breadcrumbs because I didn't pour very much out because I was like, I have a bad feeling about this. So they are they will be used. Making an absolute mess. Right. Tomatoes. This is snacking tomato going in this way. Just gonna pull out a couple of pickles. Drippings, whatever you guys call these. Right. Salt my tomatoes generously. And then oh, there's not very many left in here actually. Will husband want any? Doesn't usually do pickle in his burgers. I'll just do the two then. And then what's the good one? Pickle is used more. I think gherkins are a type of pickle, aren't they? That's my understanding of word. Pickle is like umbrella term. You're trying to slice things lengthways. You're not that fond of pickles. I do enjoy a good pickle. I would go as far to say I am the person, like, when you have, people end up with burgers and they're like, oh, there's pickles in it. I will just end up with like 10x pickle burger because people are like, Chen, you want my burger? But my pickle? I'm like, yes, I will happily have your pickle. Give me all the pickle. Maybe I like pickle more than I think. Where is that oil? Just gonna spritz it a bit more. We are like getting good crispage though, so maybe not as much of a fail as we thought. Just gonna give it an extra like 2 minutes. Right. We also need to slice our burger buns because they don't come sliced, which is very inconvenient. However, needs must. We will slice our own burger buns. I need a knife. I don't have a serrated knife, so we're going to just have to be creative and gentle. Right. We have knife. We have burger. Like, this is not gonna. I feel like I'm absolutely demolishing this bun because I don't have a serrated knife. I'm just like trying to be the most gentle. Isn't this the most like perfect looking bun? It smells so good as well. The sesame is beautiful. I don't know why I'm cutting around in a circle. I should just be cutting straight down, shouldn't I? This is only talking about pickling such as pickled onions, kimchi. I'm fond of. I see. Yes, I'm a big fan of. I'd say majority of pickle. If it can be considered a pickle, I would probably like it. My favorite, I think, is the Vietnamese ones. But it's kind of like not a true pickle, I suppose. Maybe I don't know. I don't even know what the definition of pickle is. Is it the vinegar or is it the salt? Or does it have to ferment? What bit is the pickling bit? Is it just a preserved vegetable? Then you can have pickled eggs. The brine. This is the definition of a pickle. Right. Mainly only tzatziki. See, I'm not the biggest fan of cucumber either. And then tzatziki, I don't really like it either. But as a pickle, I'm fine. Like, I think once the maybe I've not had good tzatziki. Maybe there's also that. Cool. Have our little burger station at the ready. We are going to just reformulate our crab cake with the excess. Really, maybe I've just not had good tzatziki because, like, I don't know, the tzatziki I've had is just very like bland and like very like watery from all the cucumber. So I have a feeling I've not had good tzatziki in that case. I would not consider tzatziki like flavorful or like drinkable is not something I would put as a describing word for tzatziki, which tells me maybe I've not had it. Right. Yeah, maybe I've not had good tzatziki then. Right, I'm adding leftover pane station back into our crab cakes just to give it a bit more binding because it is quite dry. I'm just going to massage it back in until it becomes more like, see, that's much better. It sticks to each other a bit more, which is perfect actually. So that means that's gonna get used up. So egg is used up, breadcrumbs are used up. The flour might have to wait its turn. The way I make it, there is only enough liquid in it to make it really spreadable. I see. Okay. I don't know, like maybe the tzatzikis I've been given have all been very like very yogurt, like it's too yogurt, like too liquidy. It's very very yogurt, not very scoopable. So perhaps I just need to get a good tzatziki. Maybe I have to make some myself. If you have a good recipe that you recommend, I will 100% try and let tzatziki redeem itself in my books. Should you wish to part with your secret recipe. You're a chunky boy. So I have reformulated our crab cakes. And there. Oh, you're really big now. Oh yeah, maybe that's it. Like I feel like a lot of the tzatzikis I've had have all been very like seedy. Right. We have oil in our pan. And we're just going to spread that around. Give that a moment. yeah, I think we can have our little failed arancinis, our failed little log chinis, and then we'll have our little crab cakes. Going to spread that around. I'm not taking off my glove yet because I'm going to use the glove to just smush it directly into the oil. And then that's it. We'll just cook up our crab, and then hopefully husband is back in the next 15 minutes. And we'll get cooking. Yeah, no, that's not the tzatziki I know. Tzatziki I've been served has always been like sauce consistency, not dip consistency. So I've clearly been done dirty. You know what? I have been done dirty because that's my idea of tzatziki. And so we went to Greece on holiday. I just never ordered tzatziki because I was like, oh, I don't like tzatziki. I'm going to order other stuff. But if I had proper Greek tzatziki, I probably would have loved it. So I feel done. I feel like I've been cheated out of my tzatziki experience. But like, it was on every menu, and I was like, oh, nah, I'll have like other dips instead. Like, nah. I've been cheated. Right. We're going to go in our crab cakes. Smush them down into a rough patty. Should have gone a little bit closer together on the patties. They're kind of small. Not get my glove up on the pan. Right, we have crab cakes in pan. The glove. Need to find my spatula from in the sink again. Looks like I have to go back to Greece. I loved Greece so much. I would happily go back. It was a mid-COVID trip. It was a trip that we planned before COVID, and then they had to cancel our initial plan because it was like in the June of 2020. Our trip was initially booked for, and they were like, "Yeah, no, you're not going to Greece." So then we had like rebooked it once things had quietened down a bit in like October when they were allowing flights clearly, but like it was so beautiful because we went to Santorini, which is usually a really, really heavily touristed place. But because nobody was around because of COVID, it was so peaceful. It was so beautiful. And the thing is, if we go back, it's not going to feel the same again because it's going to be, back to being popular. But honestly, I want to just do like an entire Greece, Italy, Europe food, like eat till we explode trip. So good. I think this is the kind of patty that's going to require a few flip floppies in order to get it nice and cooked. So we are going to do a few flip floppies. They are all holding together thanks to our additional batter. Good. There's definitely one thicker boy than the rest, but you know, he's allowed to be thick. Hello, Valiant. Welcome. Is this live? Yes, it is live, I suppose. How else? Well, what else would it be? Not live. This is Twitch. What else would you do but be live? What do people? Can you even not to be live on Twitch? That was a really big piece of salt. Oh, my eyeballs. Welcome to my kitchen. We are making. There are a lot of food videos that play. Oh, play recordings. I didn't even know you could do that. We are cooking my version of a Krabby Patty. It was requested by someone who is probably now asleep because they cannot stay awake past 8 o'clock. But we're doing Krabby Patties, my version. So I've made crab cakes to go in a burger. We also had a side quest of making arancini, but that failed miserably. We have 2 little turd logs in our grill, but yeah. Quickly come show the camera. Here's our, let's not put it on the floor, crab cakes cooking. And then, so yeah, we're going to have burger. We've got massive little beefy little tomatoes. Once the crab cakes are cooked through, we're going to put a bit of sliced cheese on it because you got to have the iconic. It is crab. It's imitation crab. If you scrub back to like the start of the video, I showed the stream, the crab cakes that I used. It's Japan's, I know, I just found it in the supermarket. It's like fancy crab, fancy imitation crab. So it's, it looks so real and it tasted so real as well. See, I like dropped something. I know, no dog. Oh, the crab, the crab. Yeah. So the imitation crab, which looks really, really fancy, which is at the start of the stream, if you want to look at it. So that's all shredded up. It would have cost a bomb if I did that with real crab, but I was like, you know what? Let's be fancy. Try the new stuff. Try the like. I can't believe it's crab, not crab cakes. I feel like this needs to cook a little bit hotter to get a bit of color. But let's scoot everybody around a little bit just to mush the oils in. I don't know why we're suddenly gone so weak. I'm gonna let that go for a little bit, and then we will. Yeah, so it's basically like it's made fully of fish. It's made of fish. I don't know why I'm opening the cheese. I'm not even done with the crab. Yeah, so my brain has stopped. What was I trying to say? Yeah, the imitation crab is just made of fish, with food science magic, that makes it taste like crab. And it really does. If I like was blindfolded and I was smelling it, I was like tasting it, and it was like it tastes more like crab than crab, kind of a vibe. So they did really well in making it very believable. Now we've got some good color on our crab cakes. We are going to layer up with cheese. Just can't taste anything. I have not opened one of these kinds of packets of cheese in so long. How do I even do it? I go this way. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's been at least like more than 10 years since I've opened one of these things, one of these slicey cheese things. It is. I swear they used to be like a lot more fickle. Like I used to like rip the cheese when you went to go rip it the other way. But we are layering our crab cakes with sliced cheese because you gotta get that iconic look of the burger. I really hope husband's coming back soon because like I'm ready for assembly. I know it's questionable if it's actually cheese, but I have read the ingredients on the back of this, and it is in fact cheese, natural cheese. So it's just probably been melted and reformed into. Yeah, I was like looking at all the backs of the packets. It was like you don't look like you're actually cheese. But this one was real cheese that's been lysified. So I trust this one. I now also have like a whole packet to use up. So I wanted to buy like real cheese that was sliced, but alas, I could not find any. What? The packet has failed me. Slicey cheese packaging has failed me. It ripped. So probably best if I put a lid on this. Just to hang out while I can't really do anything now because everything's cooked. I'm just waiting for husband to get back. He said he will be back at 7. So I'm trusting that he gets back at 7. What I will do is maybe try to toast these buns off. Yeah, I forgot they were in there. Try to toast these buns off. We have hot arancini question mark. We have questionable cheese. Questionable cheese are being served. You know what? It's holding its shape. There's no longer completely smushy. I'm walking around like a headless chicken because I don't have enough surfaces to put things in my kitchen. Let me pick a bit of parsley to garnish. I also want to grill the buns as well, but I don't know how I'm going to do that. Yeah. I'm just going to like shove a bit of green on top just to, make me feel like I didn't just make an absolute turd. That's not nice. Oop. Just wanted to show the camera. Here we go. Ta-da! We have our questionable. Watch me throw it on the floor. Questionable cheenies. But before I taste that, I'm gonna throw. You know what? While it's hot, let's try it. Bone apple teeth. Eat a ducky munch. We have a crunch. We have a crunch and we have steam, which is good. Yeah. Mm. They did work. Absolutely did work. Mm. Yes. Wow. Crunch all the way around. Mm, 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 mm. You know what? I'm actually chuffed with that. Like, there is crunch all the way around, especially on the bottom. The bottom's well crisp. Mm. You can even see the steam coming off. I don't know if the camera's going to catch it. Mm. Mm. Right. So yeah, when husband gets home, I will transfer the crab cakes into the tin that was in the for the arancini, and put that in the grill so it stays warm while I do the buns. Because if I start now, it's gonna just get burnt. Mm, solid. You know what? Had the rest of the risotto not been absolutely tragic to try and work with, that would have made a very nice little side quest. Mm, mm. Right. Ooh, these guys are melty and bubbly. I will transfer these to my baking tray. These can hang out. Oh, no! Oh, no! It took a nosedive. One of the patties took a nosedive. I had to like right. That's gonna hang out in there. It should be warm enough. Scrape up the cheese that I've cheesified, crustied pan. We have some butter going in. So I'm probably not going to bake them until I know he's here or on his way. Make shrimp burger patties, put them on the risotto cakes, crunch on crunch. Oh, that sounds so good. Ah, too many good ideas. If only we had more stomachs, though. We have thrown the butter down. I'm just waiting on any indication of the fact the husband is almost home, and then I will grill the buns. It's really nothing sadder than buns that have gone too far. Am I going to be able to fit all of them in there? Hopefully. Hopefully. I pray. Oh. Great. He's late. Gotta get. Thanks for the message in the Discord. Right, we have hot butter. I'm just gonna have to just turn everything off now and wait. This other arancini is tempting me very much, but this is husband's, and I'm like, if we don't get back soon, it's gonna end up in my stomach. Yeah. Oh, I don't have a sauce. I haven't made a sauce. Does it need a sauce? Oh, I hear the door. We are cooking. Yeah. You got hungry. Here we go. Welcome back, husband. Here's your appetizer. We are. Okay. You need to pee. He clearly sensed that I was going to eat his arancini, so he came home. It was gonna be we're just going in with our buns, giving them a toast. I didn't really cut it very flat, so it's going to be very like wonky in terms of the toast. However, this is what it is. Ah! Everything is falling off. Okay. Just spinning our burgers around. It did make for a very good meal last night. We haven't had risotto in so long. It was fabulous. Good to. It was very, very good. Oop. We are well charred. Right. Assembly time. Let's go. Making haste. Speed is of the of I need a picture of the Krabby Patty. I need to at least get the order right? Oh, I can't even get the order right because they've got like something else between the patty and the cheese. I would never let him toss my food. You would be mistaken if you think I would stand for that kind of a thing. Right. Just going to pop the arancini on the pan because it is going a bit cold. So I'm just going to sit that in there so it can be warm. Okay, we are assembling. We are assembling our patties. We have our golden delicious patties a la cheese. I'm actually like perfectly eyeballed the size of patty. Wow, indeed. Here you go. Here's your appetizer. While I put this together. Gonna go sleepiness next.
Oh, I didn't want to leave you hanging because I know it's late for you.
We have the most perfect looking lettuce. Yeah. Once constructed, we are ready to go. We are ready imminently. And then we have lettuce. We have got to barrier the tomato sog.
Whose idea was this one? Was this yours?
This was Wizzle's idea. Wizzle said Krabby Patties.
Is there like a recipe for
it? No, it is just Krabby Patties, my version. It is going to be a tall burger, and it's gonna be delicious. It was yesterday's risotto. You thought I'd make new risotto for Arancini. Right. And we top with our bones. This is picture worthy, if I ever did see.
Wow. Is this a burger which looks like the adverts?
It's a burger that looks like the adverts. Yes, correct. Hello. That looks low-key kind of gross. Ah. It is. Wow. It is looking hella tall. Thanks for joining. It's cheeseburgers. It is a pleasure to see you. Where's the meat though? The meat is crab. The meat is crab. We've got crab cakes in there. Right. Let's do a little close up because we gotta go eat now. I don't even have a cross section where you can actually see all the bits. Here we go. We have, from the bottom, we have crab cakes. We have those poor souls. Well, technically speaking, the fish because it was imitation crab. We have crab cake. We have cheese. We have lettuce. We have tomato. And husband doesn't have pickle because I don't think he likes pickle. And then burger top. So yeah, here's Krabby Patty, my version. It's looking pretty fantabulous if I say so myself. And yeah, we are gonna go eat this now while it's hot. Thank you so much for joining. He said he doesn't mind pickles. I also didn't have enough pickles, so they all went on my burger because I want the pickles. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. And here's the grand reveal. I'll put a picture in the Discord. See you guys next time. Bye.